Heyo everybody and welcome back to DRG. Today we are going to be playing with Smart Trigger OS. This is an overclock for Loki that makes it so when you fully lock onto a bug, it will automatically fire and then start the lock on process all over again. In turn, you get less max locks, which is actually a boon to this because you have a faster lock on time. And that's all it does. If you take this specific build for Smart Trigger OS, you will have a similar DPS to Executioner, which is one of the best overclocks for Loki. And then ECR is also one of the best. So where does this place in the rankings? Well, considering there is two real overclocks on Loki, yeah, sorry, I stumbled over my words, it's kind of what I do. That makes it third best because it gives you DPS, and the rest are certainly something. So we're going to be playing with it. Yes, if I did play with this in a different mission, it was the Aerocube mission, but it quickly got taken over by the Aerocube, and now we're going to be doing it. There is a secondary goal for this mission as well. We are going to be going into Azure Wield with Mission Content Randomizer, because Azure Wield, if you turn on the option to have Mission Content Randomizer Praetorians, has the worst Praetorian. Just hands down, it is my least liked one, and I will always remember it as this thing is alive and immune to pretty much everything. So anyway, let's get into the mission. So I have picked a 700 Morkite mission with some collect net fungus. I don't know what the heck that is, but hey, something new, I guess. But I've picked a 700 Morkite mission because, in all honesty, like, deep scan, point extract, not point extract, the refinery one. Refinery, yeah, that's the one. And Morkite missions just seem like the best missions to show off builds, more so the deep scan and the... Good job, good job, good job. And Morkite missions just seem the best to, like, show off builds and also see, like, the wildness that can be from... what is this? This is a point extract map, 100%. The wildness that is MCR's map generation. Now, of course, we got a point extract map, which isn't really the wildness of MCR, but it's fine, I guess. I mean, it doesn't really matter, that's not the point. I guess I'm not attacking that thing, because it's, like, off in a different direction that I don't really want to attack. And did I actually give myself Born Ready? Yes, I did. Alright, I am so glad I remembered to do that. Alright, well, he can't go anywhere else but down, so we can approach him wherever the hell he is. Are we playing fucking Ring Around the Rosie? Where did he go? There he is. He's literally, we're playing Ring Around the Rosie, dude. Anyway, Spinning Death just absolutely annihilates him. Is that extra reach on this? Why? I know why. I was testing out if reach went on, what is it? Roll control. I was testing out if reach worked on roll control, and by, worked, I mean was any good on roll control. And the answer is okay. Like, it's more of the same roll control. It has a lot of the same problems that I think roll control has. It just makes it so that I have to think about shooting it. So, do I have sandbox utilities on? I do not. Shall I restart the mission just so I have an accurate build? I mean, like, I don't want to, but I guess we can. Oh, hey, what the hell what was that? There was a big noise that just happened. Was that the Praetorian? Can I show off the Praetorian and then be aggravated and then leave the mission? Was it true? Come on. I don't see the Praetorian. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna stop the mission and go play, go fix my build and then come back. So I'll see you in a bit. Are we on a... This is the wrong menu to look at. Are we on a salvage operation? I was gonna say this is a mining operation because of this, but, you know, I I've been proven wrong, dude. Why did I just mine that gold? What's going on? I don't know why I did that. That's kind of whack. Oh, no. Oh, double no. I don't like glyphid tunnels. I hate glyphid tunnels. In fact, they're probably the worst, like, random terrain feature that you can find. So, I don't know how glyphid tunnels spawn, alright? I think that they just, from the pool of things that can spawn in the mission, they just pull this as a unique terrain feature, and it's just like, okay, they can spawn now, because once you get one, you get, like, a lot of them. You get I was about to say 50 billion, but I think, like, 50 billion's been overplayed, and now I should say, like, 69 billion. There you go. Another thing, like, I guess I have anecdotes, dude. I've been talking to people and all this. I have been talking to some individuals online, and I don't know how it came up, but at some point, why is there wind chimes? At some point, I haven't even left the first room. I just walked around. Oh, that's right. I sat in the drop pod for a little bit. Okay, you know what? That makes sense. I have willingly sabotaged myself right now. Also, I didn't even build my turrets, so hopefully we get my turrets built. Actually, I'm going to toss that. That's horrifying. Luckily, that exists. And then I'm going to do that. All right, wonderful. So, I've been talking to some people online, and I don't know how it came to be, but we're talking about, like, locking your doors when you leave the house and when you go to bed at night, and, like, when you're actually in the house. And they said, oh yeah, I don't lock my doors. I live in a safe neighborhood. Brother, it doesn't matter if you live in, like a rich a rich neighborhood, or like an HOA, or like a gated community or whatever. You should fucking lock your doors. It takes like half a second to lock your doors. But what if one of my friends needs to come in? I mean, then they can knock on the door and they can walk their happy little ass in, alright? Like, you don't know who's out there. You don't know, like, you may talk to your neighbors, but what about your neighbors, like, three doors down? Do you talk to them? What about 10 doors down? What about somebody not from the gated community, or, like, your neighborhood, or somebody on the, like, literally visiting the city? Like, you don't know them. They could come over to your house and just open the freaking door, man. I will never understand those people, alright? If you're one of those people, go lock your freaking door right now. Just go do it. It's one little thing of effort. Maybe I'm just building a straw man, alright? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they were rage baiting me, but maybe the bait was the rage all along. It's definitely hit me, dude. I don't know, man. What about, I mean, the thing about locks is if somebody really wants to get into where, like, oh, I have a shipping container, or, you know, there's a safe, or my front door. If somebody really wants in, taking from somebody who's broken into some safes, let's not talk about why I was trying to bring it into some safes. It's a kind of fucking stupid moment from me being, like, I don't know, 12 or something, and being like, yeah, I really want into the safe because there's something I want in the safe. Taken from me, a determined person who wants to get into a safe will get into a safe. It just will take, it'll just take a long time, alright? And by a long time, I mean, I grabbed the safe and applied some percussive maintenance to the door, and also, cut into it. Let's not, that's a wild time, alright? That's a different me. Listen, new year, new me. I took that literally. I killed the original Fate, alright? and took his clothes, man. I'm wearing his skeleton. Oh, wonderful. Alright, everybody. Well, as you heard, the Praetorian itself is here, everybody. The Praetorian is alive and well, and as you can see from some of these guys, they have shield icons. What does that mean? It means he gives a damage resistance, like a warden, to everything around him. And not only that, he doesn't take fucking damage. Look at that shit. He's inside of a spinning death and is now taking very little damage. Oh, fuck. Okay, that missed. I'm so glad that missed. He is taking so little damage. Yeah, please die. I don't know why he's fighting. Why are they fighting that? What's happening there? Did I throw a lure? I don't think I threw a lure. I don't know. I don't know what's happening in that area. I believe it's a damage-resistant AoE whenever he dies as well. That is... You can't just kill him and get it over with, because he's tanky and very resistant to slows. And also, what the hell was I doing? And also, when you do kill him, he gives AoE damage resistance to everything around him. He is literally the worst part of this biome as a mobile unit, dude. Which, speaking of the worst part of this biome, I haven't seen an error henge in God knows how long. Like, legitimately, I just haven't seen one in forever, dude. And you know what? Good riddance. If I never see another error henge in my life, it'll be too soon. Somewhere around here is a brood nexus that got a hold of a exploder and is now spawning brood nexus exploders. I don't know where it is, but it is certainly somewhere. Brood nexuses are probably my favorite thing in MCR, as awful as they are, because they're always fun every single time that you will encounter them, no matter what. There it is. There's the brood nexus. So this guy is spawning forever. He's spawning some swarmers, and also he's spawning exploders. Unfortunately, we'll never see him again. He's gone. Goodbye. And I guess also, I don't really know how brood nexuses work in MCR, because I still just assume that they take from the pool, but I don't believe that's true. I don't know. I really wish banishment would come down from the heavens of MCR and just tell me how they work. So that way I can make a video about them and be like, hey, yes, this is how they work, and spawn something in, like, a bulk detonator. And now we get, like, a billion bulk detonators. It'll be funny. Is this my favorite NG build? Spinning Death and... wonderful. Spinning Death and Smart OC on Loki. I mean, it's a very high contender for being my favorite build. I love the fact that Spinning Death got buffed at some point in its lifetime. I forget when, because, like, I've been playing this game for so long, all the freaking updates blend together and it doesn't really matter. So, like, it could have been, I don't know where that guy is. It could have been updated, like, you know, a week ago or a year ago, and it'll be the exact same thing to my sensibilities. Now, the big problem is that we have lures, but there's exploders on the map. Which means lures are significantly worse, and also I don't need as much wave clear as what usually is, because lures, or excuse me, exploders, are some of the most helpful bugs in the game for just every single build possible. You're playing as Scout, and there's exploders. Well, now you don't need to, like, bring pretty much anything. You just need to wait for an exploder to spawn, and then, like, lure the bugs all together, and all of a sudden, like, Bob's your uncle. And, well, you probably are wondering how he's your uncle if you don't have a Bob as an uncle. I'm out of ammo. Yeah, that's the big problem with with smart rounds, is that you'll breathe in and get a beard hair into your mouth. Pardon me. So the big problem with smart rounds OC is if you play with it a lot, and yeah, get Spinning Death. Nobody cares. Is that a oh my god? Yeah, that's horrifying. Is if you play with it a little bit too much and you start enjoying the sauce a little bit too much, unfortunately, you will run out of ammo very quickly, just on the sheer fact that it is Loki, and you are kind of spending the ammo at an exorbitant rate without really getting more damage out of it. Which I guess is, like, my main problem with Loki at the moment, is when you take single target damage builds, you are forced to only use them for single target. If you start using them for trying to go for wave clear, you'll hit against that ammo wall really quickly. And then if you play with, I don't know, ECR with ammo, you are just literally destroying the waves without even, like, caring about it, because ECR adds so much damage and so much AoE that it's not even funny. It is the best Loki overclock, hands down. There is no other successors. And then the other overclocks on the weapon, like, I don't know, Neuro Lasso, I almost said Neurotoxin Payload, Neuro Lasso, Seeker to an extent, Eraser, and Armor Break module, all don't really give you more damage, and they are, in that fact, they are bad for single target, because they don't give you more damage. You might as well, if you're just going to play with any one of those, might as well play with smart rounds, because it gives you DPS, that's what it does, and it doesn't give you any AoE things, which it really feels like how Loki is set up and how the lock-on system works is it really wants you to focus in on a swarm of bugs. Like, I will lock on, and if there's 2 bugs here, it'll go 1 2 1 2, or 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4, back and forth until they're max locks, until I hit my max locks, or yeah, until I hit my max locks. Or if you have smart, it will give it until you reach their HP threshold and damage, which is another thing about smart. So I really wish this was either the default of the Loki thing. I wish Tier 2 was just more impactful, because pretty much every single person playing with Loki takes this micro lens, because it just makes it so that you can micromanage your locks a lot easier, because if I want to lock onto a bug here, I can just, like, look at them, and then, oh, there's a bug over by that crystal, I look at this, and now he has locks on it, instead of, I'm locking onto this bug, there's a bug over by this maggot, it's also locking onto this, it's also locking onto this bug over here. I just really wish it was different, alright? I wish, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just gonna fucking shoot them, I guess, because I have smart rounds and I get to shoot them. Okay, you know what? Maybe I've made a mistake. Goodbye, everybody. Are they all dead? No, they're all dead. Okay, well, you know what? Maybe I didn't make a mistake. I mean, I did. I got shot a lot and it didn't really matter. You can have 2 of these. Enjoy. And I wish the Tier 2 of Loki, like, focused in on either damage or swarm clear. Like, if you take the swarm clear option, it gives you a little bit more ammo and maybe some other benefits, and changes how the targeting system works to be more swarm based, like how it is currently. Or if you take the single target option, it literally, like, the first bug it puts a lock on, which could be bad, it could be better. Like, if there is a Praetorian in the field, and I look at the Praetorian, and there happens to be a grunt next to it, and it starts putting the locks on the grunt, it will just continue putting the locks on the grunt. I see how that would be bad, but, like, I would rather have that. And the targeting software would just start locking... Good job. Would just start locking onto the first thing it sees and putting all the locks onto that. And then, of course, you would either have to nerf or change how the AoE, how the swarm clear would work with ECR, since just giving more ammo to ECR is an insane option. Also, can I tell you how we're not getting the Reclaim Abandoned Helms? I haven't seen a single Abandoned Helm, and we have Core Stone. Wonderful. I haven't seen a single Abandoned Helm, and it's Azure Wield, so I'm not even going to be able to see them, because there's so much freaking grass on the ground and it's so cluttered. Is that one? That is one. Okay, you know what? Maybe it's just a skill issue. Hey, we have another swarm. I'm gonna try and get rid of this whole, like, big section here, because it's not doing anything, and it's just, like, kinda in the way. So, I'm going to try and get rid of this. just so I can do Core Stone and have a little bit more of an open area around Core Stone. Now, this is going to take a significant portion of my time, and I don't really think it's... Oh, okay, hello. I don't really think it's worth it to do it, but I'm a dwarf, and I diggy hole, as I've been told by my ancestors. Where is Bosco? There is Bosco. Okay, Bosco, there is a bunch of things around me. Thank you, Bosco. Now, please get that guy out of here and get all these creatures out of here. Is there anything coming from behind? No, there is not. I know that I will sometimes just turn around in my videos just to look, and that is just making sure there's no bugs coming from behind me, because it is a genuine worry. What the hell did I hit there? I meant to hit the glyphid in front of me, and I just straight up didn't. Yeah, get him frozen. I don't need to deal with him, and then cast another one of these. I know that I don't really have a good, like, 100% of the time use my swarm clear option, which is spinning death, and I am kind of a little bit stingy with my spinning deaths, which I guess is... It doesn't really matter. I took ammo for spinning death, because ammo on spinning death is fantastic. 92 still. Oh. Well, there you go. That's what it was connected to. Okay, well, there it goes. And now, we have a big open area for Core Stone. So, let's go do Core Stone, how about? Sounds like a fun decision that's definitely not going to bite me in the back instantly as soon as I start it. Alright, let's start Core Stone. This shouldn't be too bad, right? I mean... We have lures, we have spitting death, so at worst case worst, we are just going to manage our spinning deaths and our lures fantastically well. And also, this weapon does like 1 billion damage to everything, pretty much. Yeah, I'm gonna toss a lure there. I don't want to be bitten by any of you. Alright, well, that's nice. Should I just get Bosco to dig into this? I think he just, like, digs in too, right? Yeah, he just digs in too. That's horrifying. Okay, you know what? My bad for thinking I could exist anywhere near the core spawn. Oh my god. The core spawn really are just some of the most horrifying things on Hoxus. And that is really just something else. And to think the core spawn threat is only getting worse the longer we stay on Hoxus. I wonder why. Anyway, that's core spawn done. Ew. What a fugly looking thing. No, stop having impure thoughts. Stop it. Oh, what a wonderful time. We have friends coming in. And a Stingtail over there. Goodbye, Stingtail. God, I really do love Loki, just being able to... There was 2 of you? Really? Oh, he's just at 1. I see. I thought there was actually 2. And I just didn't see him. Anyway, those guys are dead. God, spinning death is so dumb. It is such a generalist option for being able to both deal... Yeah, get me out of there, please. Why did you... Where the fuck did you pull me, brother? Like, actually, that's some insane shit that you just did. I have no idea where I am. It's so dark in Azure Wield, I can't actually see the ground that happens to be in front of my feet. I think we're fine. Okay, well, I'm just gonna move my turrets over here. That's not good. Yeah, get out of here. Oh my god. He's not gonna hit me there, right? Well, he tried. He absolutely missed. But that didn't... God bless. Oh no, I didn't mantle that. This ain't good. But we still have lures, so we're completely fine, right? Well, I mean, we're out of ammo. Do we still have a lure left? Oh, yes, we do. Okay, just toss another lure, and we'll be fine. Ignore the Glyphid Swarmers. They don't matter. look at your HP in case. Don't worry. If nobody's got me, I know Bosco's got me. Bosco really is the GOAT of DRG Arnie. Besides whenever it comes to anything speed-based. I really don't think there's any other biome in the game that makes me wish I could up the brightness on my monitor. I mean, I can. I actually just can up the brightness on my monitor, but I won't out of principle. Dude, and these shock crystals are, like, actually flashbanging me, dude. This biome is about... is that actually not hitting me? Do it. I mean, this is a terrible time to do it, but, like, do it. No, these things are not hitting me, and they're not hitting bugs. Okay, so the shock crystals literally don't exist. Okay, that's a bit of a flex, but okay. Hello! Why is the swarmer behind me? You guys are coming from in front of me, dude. Okay, well, now I'm looking for all the helmets, because I'm pretty much done with the Morkite. I just need, what, 20 more, which is probably just gonna stumble across that, trip over, break my pinky toe. There was a time in my life... Okay, so, a while back, I went to Roaring River State Park, and I'm talking a while back, whenever I was, 14, 15, somewhere in that area, probably, 12, 13. Went to Roaring River State Park. It's also the first place where I caught my first fish. But anyway, we were there just to catch some rainbow trout, and that's really it. It's just camping. Like, I enjoyed camping whenever I was a small child. Was part of the Cub Scouts, was part of the Boy Scouts. We did a lot of silly shit. Am I going to tell you my troop number? No, that's doxing. We don't participate in doxing myself. I probably already, like, somewhat doxed myself to some extent in some of these videos. Who knows what the hell I actually talk about. But anyway, we went to Roaring River State Park, and we were fishing at some point. I mean, that's what you do. But my mother proceeded to throw the whole trip off. Yeah, it's her fault. No, it's absolutely not her fault. It's just something that fucking happens when you're on uneven terrain. She was out on, like, some rock or something, and she moved a little bit uneasily and stubbed her toe. Like, she tripped, stubbed her toe, and broke her pinky toe. That must have sucked the big one, dude. Like, holy hell. I can, like, already stubbing your toe is not a pleasurable experience at all, unless, for some reason you like stubbing your toe. Get away from me, weirdo. But anyway, breaking your pinky toe on a rock in the middle of almost nowhere. It's not really nowhere. Roaring River State Park is in Missouri? I'm pretty sure it's in Missouri. I don't actually know exactly where it is. Hey, we're in hell? Sounds like a not very good place to be, is in hell. That hit me. I thought I dodged that guy. But apparently I was absolutely and unequivocally wrong. Could you not pull me over there? That would be nice. How are you not dead, mister? I mean, seriously, how are you? Oh, well, there goes that. There goes that lure. I don't even think there was a lure there. There is 2 oppressors, brother. Okay, well, congratulations. Meet the full raw power of spinning death, 2 oppressors. I think they're, like, connected at the hip at this point. Yeah, using Loki to, like, shoot swarmers doesn't really feel the best, but it feels a lot better than dying to swarmers, that's for certain. Dude, at this point in time, I'm just looking at weird glows in the terrain, which everybody knows just happens in Azure Wield, because I don't know, the lighting engine's weird. And just clicking, like, telling Bosco to, like, go look at it. And almost 100% of the time, it is, hey, Bosco, go mine it. Like that one right over there, you see that? Let's see if it's a actual mine or not. And that one right next to that platform right there, absolutely gonna ping it and see if it's real. Yeah, it is real. What the hell? Oh my god, there is two... Yeah, pull me in, please. You know, I really wish the power attack was a 100% chance to stun. Like, it just being a 100% of the time safe option to always do would be a great benefit to it. Because at the moment, it's a 50% chance, which means it's unreliable. Even a 75% chance would be unreliable. And, I don't know. Does it really need a buff? No, not really. But I feel like it needs a buff. I feel like both cooldown and AoE need a buff over just taking double damage. Because the cooldown rate is not double cooldown rate. Your cooldown is 30 seconds. The cooldown buff is 10 seconds, which is almost a 50% cooldown increase, but it's not. So, it's not as good as double damage. Yes, of course, but I'm Scout. I'm gonna use it to climb into the wall. Yeah, well, you could also just have it be better and still use it for climbing into walls. If you just take damage. And then AoE is, like, I don't know, it's AoE, dude. Already, if your power attack is an AoE, okay? It is a damage AoE in a 1 meter radius, and the AoE increase is a 2 meter now. It's a full 1 meter increase, so it's a plus 100% more range. The problem is that the damage of the power attack drops off within 0.15 meters into that 1 meter range. So at the very edge of the AoE, you are doing, what, 15, 16 damage? Which is, like, almost nothing. Yes, oh yes, that can kill a swarmer. Yeah, it can kill a freaking swarmer, dude. That's like, if you're using a power attack to kill a swarmer, you have a lot more problems going on than just using it to kill a swarmer. Or a group of them. It's almost like there's going to be a lot more coming down onto you. So, what's the buff for that? Very simply, it can still exist. It just needs to either completely negate the damage drop-off, or make it so that you can kill a basic grunt on the edges of the AoE, which is, you know, getting rid of the damage drop-off, which would make it really good with Berserker. And is that fine? Yeah, that's fine. I think that's completely fine. Not being able to one-shot a slasher is enormous. That is the main reason why I take damage, is being able to one-shot slashers and just do more damage to pressers as well. Anyway, that's smart. I hope you guys enjoyed it, because I certainly did. You all have a wonderful night.